Carl Thomas say with Fox Sports, USA Pro.
Carl Thomas, that was him?
That's up, just like the singer. That's up. This question is from Mr. Gary Payton. You know, your team was trailing, but you know, through defense, they came back about a 9 or 10 point deficit. How do you feel about the team's defense? You know, being as though you were one of the greatest defensive players in the league.
Well, we started off slow, and then we started struggling. And all I told them is that when you're struggling on offense, defense gets you back in the game. And the second half, that's what they did. They just buckled down. They just started really, really hustling, getting rebounds, and limiting the other team to possessions. When we start defending guys and stop fouling, and we're just playing and then blocking shots and helping, we're a good team when we together. And that's what we did. We got together and we played great defense, and look what happens. We went on a 14 or a 15-0 run, and we won the basketball game.
Hey Gary, Kevin Durant signed with the Nets today. I know back when you and Karl Malone got that going, I guess, in 2003. Is it something does that bring back memories of what it was like for you back in 2003 and how things have changed? It seems like there's a lot of attention with the NBA teams, you know, nowadays.
Well, it's a lot of attention because these guys are younger and they go into basketball teams. We didn't go to basketball teams when we were young like this. You know what I'm saying? Me and Carl was at the end of our career. We were trying to get a championship, and we signed with the Lakers. I wouldn't have never, after I lost to Michael Jordan in '96, I would have never went to go sign with Michael Jordan. That's just the way it is right now. This is what they want to do. They want to team up with their buddies and their friends, and that's the way the game goes. You know, he's always had a childhood dream of being in New York. So that's what he wanted to do. So he went to New York. So I'm happy for him. You know, this is just the way the era goes. A lot of players are changing teams right now and doing a lot of things. The NBA is going to be very interesting in the next couple of years.
Just to piggyback off that question, what do you think that just does to the culture of basketball that players want to team up with each other?
Well, I think for the two guys up here that was my rookies, I think they don't like that. I think they're in a different era, and I'm in a different era. I don't believe in teaming up with your buddy. Forget your buddy. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about your buddy. Your buddy is trying to be where you at. You know what I'm saying? But it is with this AAU stuff now. That's what you grow up around. You grow up around these guys and you play with each other. So when you're playing with each other at 14 and then y'all knowing that y'all McDonald All-Americans and stuff like that, what y'all do is y'all say, man, one day we're going to play in the NBA together. So we're going to team and do that. And now the rules are so changed where you only can sign 2-year deals, 1-year deals, and become a free agent. It always makes it happen, you know. And then when you do that, the money is so big that you can do 2 years and then opt out and then get a big contract and still get a lot of money. So it's a very big difference. In my era, man, we can sign 7-year deals, 8-year deals, and that was what we were getting. We can't say anything about that. My era was a long time ago. This is a different era. It is what it is, man. My era was 2 or 3 decades ago, so I don't really care about it. That's their era. This is their era. All I can do is just tell my mama I wish she would have had me a little later.
Nice. We're the big 3 era, so we got some big 3 players. Yeah. Let's try to focus the question.
Can we start asking NBA questions? Because at the NBA they don't ask them no big 3 questions about us. You get what I'm saying? So let's stop. You know, we spent 5 minutes talking about that. We just had a good game. We just won a good game. Came down by 13, 15 points, and we talking about some damn free agent shit. Shit, we ain't get no damn money from that. You know what I'm saying? All right, we ain't started that big 3, man. We just beat whoever the hell that was, Alien. We just beat them, man. So,
all right, let's get some big 3 questions.
Big 3 questions.
All right, big 3 question. This is to Reggie Evans and to Larry Sanders. Larry Sanders, you had a key moment in the game where you actually blocked Andre Owens' shot. Can you talk about that? How that changed the game? Into Reggie Evans, you also had to bang it out with Greg Oden a lot. How was that going into the paint, actually battling out with him and wearing him down so he wouldn't be as effective?
Greg, good dude, good player. I be honest with you, I ain't really play my A game today. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest with you, GP can tell you, Rashad can tell you, I ain't really play up to my standards and stuff like that. But at the same time, as far as like just being there for my team, cheering them on, making sure I'm there, doing all the little bitty things for them to overcome this victory. You know what I'm saying? So it was tough playing. It was cool playing against Greg. You know what I'm saying? So you know, good job, Greg.
Yes, sir.
Reggie, I just want to say.
I had a question.
Block shot.
I've been doing a lot of fouling, so I've been trying to get that block. So I'm happy I finally got it. I can calm down now and take my time. But coach told me to get in there and just be long, and be wide, be active. That's what I try to do, get myself into the rhythm.
Oh, my bad.
How important is it to do the dirty work, do the things that don't usually show up on the stat sheet to make sure you can come back in games like this when you want to trail sometimes?
Shoot, that's what kept me in the league for a long time. That's why, my teammates, me coming to the league, that's why they love me so much, because they ain't had to do some of that stuff. They ain't had to worry about the little things like that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to roll, you know what I'm saying? So with the big three, everybody got to roll. Like GP telling Larry, I need you to go out there and be yourself. I need you to go out there and block shot. I need you to go out there and rebound the ball. I need you to go out there and roll. So same thing with me. Even though my role changed a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because G want me to score the ball and be more aggressive on that. But at the same time, it don't change from, diving on the loose ball, setting good screens and taking pride on doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels good to get our teammates open, make moves, shot. That's a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? Just like an assist. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of it, and I embrace it, and that's a way of us winning games.
All our sports guys.
No doubt.
One more question?
Michael Cheese Jr. from UST now. Knowing that, I want to get the comparison here because with an NBA game, 4 quarters, there's time limits and stuff like that, and coming back from a game, it might be easier. But knowing that, there's a final score, there's a target score being 50, but being down, 10, 11 points, is it different trying to come back knowing that there's a final score versus a time limit? Is it easier? Take me through that.
I would probably say it's difficult coming back. You don't in this game you don't want to dig a hole for yourself early. Especially I think we was fortunate enough to get into the penalty, get a free throw and able to get the ball back. And that was the way we was kind of get ourselves back into the game. And then when we did score and they got the ball, we was able to play defense and then score again. But in half court 3-on-3, you want to try your best to either stay in the game or keep the lead because it's hard to come back.
I think it's just me personally. I think it's kind of good because of now. Now it's like, okay, cool, we got to tighten up the defense. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, they got 10 more points, so it's like, okay, it's sense of urgency. It's just a matter of sense of urgency. So number one, we can't put ourselves in that predicament to be in a sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? We had practice yesterday and we would scrimmage against, the first team against second team. The second team just came out there and just fine them, just killing us. And, at the last minute, we kind of had to wake up, and kind of pull through. So we can't keep on putting ourselves in that predicament to come back. But it's challenging, but we did it last year, so it wasn't we want to go get rattled and stuff like that about it.
What does a comeback win like that do for your guys' confidence? I mean, I can already see it. You guys are very confident.
I think it does a lot for the confidence, especially when you're not making shots in the game and you make a big shot to win it. It's a confidence booster, especially going into next weekend. Feeling good individually and as a team going into next weekend 2-0. I think right now we're starting the season off great. We just got to continue to take it one weekend at a time.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, John.